Getting upset about a socialist getting voted in, but not getting upset over a felon and sex offender getting voted in as president. Got it.
So Donald Trump, since I know you're watching, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
Folks, what happened last night wasn't a blue wave, it was a blue kake. And MAGA is not too happy about it. Across the country, maggots are having some of the funniest and most pathetic meltdowns I've seen yet.
Come on, Israel. Hitler was good at voter turnout, too. Mondami is terrible for the Democratic Party, as bad as Nick Fuentes is for the Republican Party.
Because typically, they like drinking liberal tears, not semen. Well, some of them at least. So today, folks, I've compiled all the best MAGA meltdowns from all the MAGA losers all across the internet, including from the figurative and literal biggest loser himself, Donald Josephine Trump. And there is a lot to get to, so buckle up, grab your favorite MAGA tear-sipping mug, and let me know your favorite MAGA meltdown in those comments down below. And let's dive in, starting with a quick recap of all the victories Democrats and Democratic Socialists won last night.
Let's get everybody up to speed. It was a remarkable evening, fascinating to see what took place. Democrats notching some key wins on Election Day. Democratic Socialist Zohran Mamdani is elected mayor of New York. He defeated independent Andrew Cuomo. Democratic Representative Mikey Sherrill elected New Jersey's next governor, beating Republican Jack Ciattarelli. In Virginia, you had former Democratic Representative Abigail Spanberger set to become the state's first female governor, defeating the state's Republican lieutenant governor. In a post on Truth Social, President Trump said that Republicans lost yesterday because he wasn't on the ballot and because of the ongoing government shutdown.
Yeah, and that wasn't even all. California voters passed Proposition 50, a measure that allows a new map for the U.S. House districts that heavily favors Democrats. And in Pennsylvania, voters kept 3 incumbent Democrats on the state Supreme Court, preserving their 5-2 majority. Now is the time for celebration, so we will do that, but let's not get complacent and let's make sure we all vote as strongly as we did last night in every upcoming election. Don't get soft on me. But let's get to the meat of this thing, because even though maggots are still soiling themselves from their losses last night, naturally, the myopic lens of most moronic MAGA meltdowns focused in on Mamdani.
Congratulations to Zohran Mamdani.
Well, you can't imagine how disappointed I am. This is a horrible blow.
I honestly feel bad. I have friends of mine in New York. My phone is blowing up. They are officially depressed and scared.
And this was also a hostile takeover by the Democratic Socialists of America.
And this is a crazy situation. It's a very, very sad night.
Made him the stylish candidate as
exactly.
well.
The rapping video.
The cool kid.
Older people. This isn't just Gen Z or Gen X.
I agree with you.
Boomers and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I see this as a disaster for New York City. And
Zohran Mamdani. All right. Well, I want to bring in our panel. They'll cheer me up. They'll cheer all of us up.
Is that Rudy Giuliani, formerly of the Four Seasons Total Landscaping press conference? And it just gets better from here, folks, with like all of your favorite progressive accounts jumping in. Take the L. Feel good content right here. This is my ASMR. The people of New York City voted. Cope harder. Didn't realize voting was a hostile takeover. Oh no, the billionaires are depressed.
Let me say this. The billionaires spent a ton of money to stop Zohran Mamdani. And tonight is not just a defeat for Andrew Cuomo and Curtis Sliwa. It's a defeat for Bill Ackman. It's a defeat for Reed Hastings. It's a defeat for Michael Bloomberg. It's a defeat for James Murdoch. It's a defeat for the Home Depot guy. It's a defeat for the Walmart woman. It's a defeat for Airbnb. It's a defeat for DoorDash. It's a defeat for all the billionaires who put all that money down, and the 34-year-old socialist beat them all.
And this just continues to get better, folks. Journalist Ken Klippenstein posted a beautiful treasure trove of a thread on Twitter asking people to reply with the funniest New York has fallen type post that you've seen. We'll go through the best of those in a minute, but I would like to submit this one where MAGA ambassador Gordon Sondland here, who was the ambassador to the European Union in the first Trump administration, compares Zohran Mamdani to both Hitler and Nick Fuentes.
Okay. Come on, Israel. Hitler was good at voter turnout, too.
Oh, well, that might be an overstatement.
Listen,
I think that's an extreme overstatement, but I'll let you respond to the Congress.
Listen, Mamdani is terrible for the Democratic Party, as bad as Nick Fuentes is for the Republican Party.
Let me ask you something. What are you so afraid of? Because there's a lot of language that is he's going to be the worst for New York. He's terrible for the Jewish community in New York. Actually, the truth is, among polls in New York, younger Jewish New Yorkers actually support him. It's older Jewish New Yorkers that don't. So that's
I'm an older Jew.
Well, that's okay, but I'm just for clarity, for people who are watching, what are you so afraid of?
I'm only afraid of what he says he's going to do, and I take him at his word. Let's start at the beginning. The police. New York has a security problem. We don't want to reduce police presence. We don't want to get rid of Jessica Tisch as the police commissioner. He said he's going to keep her. I don't believe him.
So we're just going to mispronounce Mamdani's name and then compare him to literal Nazis because he wants to reform police presence in the cities and not send mass Gestapo agents after American citizens. Makes sense to MAGA. Getting upset about a socialist getting voted in, but not getting upset over a felon and sex offender getting voted in as president. Got it. Then you have CNN, MAGA darling, and professional clown Scott Jennings having a meltdown last night over Zohran.
Honestly, what I'm reading here in New York City is that AOC is going to be the next senator from New York after she gets done whooping his rear end in the 2028 Democratic primary. And for his Senate races in 2026, I see the energy in the Democratic Party tonight behind a socialist. If you think you're getting rid of Graham Plattner in Maine now, think again. This is a terrible night for national Democratic image, given what is happening inside their party. Mamdani is an avowed socialist. It's not what people say that he is, it's what he says that he is. He's now the leader of their party. That's their energy, and Chuck Schumer's
He's the leader of the Democratic Party?
Let's swear. What? There is no. Who is the leader? Can someone tell me?
He's a life raft for Republicans who have to go on TV and cut their asses to
you. You own this now. You all own this now.
Yeah, we will own it, Scott, just like we'll own your ass in 2026 and 2028. Just like the roasting your asses are receiving all across the internet today. Greg Abbott posted, "Join me for a moment of silence for New York City. Thoughts and prayers," to 3.7 million views. To which Trump Tracker responds, "Can anyone remind Governor Hot Wheels where New York stands in comparison to Texas in healthcare, education, quality of life, happiness, life expectancy, etc.? You should also pray for Texas. Texans wait in line for food bank as government shutdown disrupts SNAP benefits." Hilariously enough, Greg Abbott was actually one of the top maggots getting roasted in Ken Klippenstein's thread here. You have someone posting this: "White smoke, New York City has a new mayor." Someone posting breaking: "Famous PDF file, Alan Dershowitz, the lawyer for Donald Trump, O.J. Simpson, Harvey Weinstein, and a bunch of other shitty people, says he'll leave New York City to escape Mayor Zohran Mamdani. He's already making New York safer, and he's not even mayor yet." With people then jumping in with apparently a fake headline saying Alan Dershowitz says he will blow his brains out on live TV if Zohran Mamdani becomes New York City mayor. Dershowitz himself actually pushed back on this, saying it was a fake headline and that he never said it. To which someone responded by clipping his tweet and just blurring it out. So it says, "I promise to blow my brains out on live TV if Mamdani wins. I will. I actually said it. I did. I will do it." Oh, this one's an absolute gem. John Rocker here says, "Taxis will be replaced by camels. Women will be forced to cover themselves head to toe. NYPD will be replaced with religious police. All hot dog stands will be replaced with goat meat stands. This is what you voted for." George Santos trying to chime in with a troll: "I'm selling hijabs tomorrow. New York City ladies, I'll be available at your discretion." And Hooper's ex replying, "You paid for them with a bad check, didn't ya?" Santos was actually on a tear, joining a bunch of other MAGA idiots in blaming Curtis Sliwa for Mamdani's victory. Santos wrote, "Fuck you, Curtis Sliwa. I hate you, your dumb wife, that stupid beret of yours, and all your fucking cats." I think my favorite response was, "Start packing your shit and get the fuck out." Someone posts, "New York has fallen on its feet. New York is just fine." But it gets even better, folks, because as usual, the maggots are so mad, they're actually blaming each other. Trump spent all year on the Middle East. His big donors loved this. The voters did not. Virginia is going to be under a Democrat supermajority now. Keep listening to Mark Levin, Mr. President, and you'll be back to impeachment trials in 2026. Thank goodness so many conservative pundits spent the last few weeks focused on e-drama and cancellation efforts instead of working to get out the vote. That was very helpful to the movement. Laura Loomer. Why did the GOP run 2 never-Trumpers for governor in New Jersey and Virginia? Why did the GOP refuse to speak the truth about Islam when multiple Islamo-commies are on the ballot? How come we haven't seen any real efforts to secure our elections? This is outrageous. And of course, the biggest loser himself, posting Trump wasn't on the ballot and shutdown were the 2 reasons that Republicans lost elections tonight. Quote, according to pollsters. I mean, it's beautiful. At this point, folks, we can just let MAGA do the work for us and continue to tear themselves apart. And like I said in the intro, this is a massive victory for Democrats, for progressives, for working Americans across the country. I do think it's going to be an uphill battle for Zohran Mamdani specifically. I don't think the powers that be on either side will let him have an easy victory and will try to impede any improvements he wants to make to that city at every step. Which is why it is up to us to continue to call out and make fun of the BS, the fear-mongering, the dog whistling, the buzzword, socialist, Muslim, Islamic, blah, 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 and shut those fucking losers down at every chance we get and ostracize the hell out of them. Like, for fuck's sake, will CNN and MSNBC stop putting on these Trump-thumping losers as if their opinions actually matter? Actually, I take that back, because they're just shooting themselves in the foot, and that helps our movement here at Really American in the independent media space, where we can actually talk the authentic truth, and we don't have to listen to pathetic people with Trump's tiny pecker in their mouth. So if you're with us, join the Really American Resistance, and be sure to let me know your favorite MAGA meltdown in those comments down below. I'm sure there were a ton that we couldn't even get to today. I'd love to hear all of your reactions, whether it's your support, whether it's your making fun of MAGA. I genuinely hold a lot of pride in our comment section. I think we may have some of the funniest commenters on YouTube, maybe even on the internet. So be sure to light it up down there, smash that like button, subscribe to Really American, and for Really American, I am Kenny Hesse. I could not be more proud of this country and this community at this moment. So help us make sure we keep the blue wave, blue cockade coming, and I will see you all in the next one.